Alright. Let's get this fun and excitement on the move. Alright. So, how's everyone doing? How goes it? Alright. Mr. Paw in with the first like. Look at you. Let's move this down a little bit. Okay. I'm just going to start off with a little bit of energy usage. And then we will get going on the arenas. What's everyone up to? I don't know why, but yesterday, I knew that the Platpool Arena was coming. I didn't really know any. I didn't know any details about it. But when it went live yesterday, I was like, oh damn! I didn't even think about this. Because the night prior, I could have done the T4B Arena. I didn't, but it would have been good just to have gotten it out of the way for one less thing for yesterday, like for when all the arenas start. But then later on yesterday, I was like, wait a second, nothing's really changed. It's just one more arena to do. So it's not like there's a whole ton of a lot more. Mr. Man Falcon, how you doing? How you doing? So yeah, so then I got my composure back. The panic was over. And I did a bit of the Platpool, mainly with 5 stars. And then this morning, I was going to get all of the Platpool done with 6 stars. And I figured, well, why not just do about 1 million? So yesterday I finished the Platpool at about 3 million. So I figured then use the 6 stars today, just get it knocked out and done and over with. And then I was like, well, why not just get it up to 4 million? And then throughout the day, or tomorrow, finish off the last bit with 5 stars. So, yeah. However, that was the plan when I got up. So I wake up, check my normal online internet things. Okay, good. Go have a shower. Come out of the shower. For the most part, I usually stream music online. So I go to stream some music and, oh, it's not playing. Oh, my internet's not up. Okay. So I go to the living room. Mr. Saban, how you doing? How you doing? Ooh, you go, girl. Ooh, let's actually have a look at the. Let me tell my story, and then let's have a look at the results for the second round of Cosmic Ghost Rider and Aegon. Anyway, so then I go to the living room, and I notice that the router's off. So I'm like, oh shit, what? Okay. And then I go into the utility room, and I check the breaker. No breaker. It's been flipped, so okay, that's good. So I'm like, huh, interesting. So I go back to the living room. I try to turn on the fan in the living room. Okay, so the fan's not working. Odd. Then I go to the porch, or the entrance. The light there doesn't turn on. What's going on? So basically, so where my room is, out to the living room, most of the kitchen, it's all good. Where the router is and the other side of the house, there's no power. So I emailed the property manager. Okay, so obviously that's going to take a bit of time. So I'm on data on the phone. I figure, well, hey, I'll get started on the arena. So I checked the email a couple times. Anyways, finally there's a notice from the property managers that they're aware of an issue and whatever. Okay, good. So it's not just my unit. So that's kind of good to know. It's a little bit comforting. I'm not alone in this. And then about 45 minutes after that, there's another email saying that the power company has reported an outage in the area and that they're working on it. So yeah. And then about 15 minutes ago, no, about half an hour ago, all power came back in the unit. So we're good. But it's kind of interesting How, like I could definitely understand if like there was absolutely no power in the unit or in the entire building. It makes complete sense, right? But I find it so odd how just certain sections. Like I thought that was the weirdest thing, and I don't think I've ever seen something like that before, where just parts of the unit had no power. But I mean, there's a first time for everything, right? So this was the first time for that. All right. I think there's one more energy. Yeah, one more energy refill. So we'll grab that. We would have used up some energy here. And then we'll have a look at the results for Cosmic Ghost Rider and Aegon for the second round. And then we'll get in on the arena. Bum, bum, bum. So why are you going for TaskMaster as a 4-star, right? So is there a reason in particular you want him? Let me see here. Okay. Okay, all's good. I'm just looking at my prediction image and just thinking whether or not... Nah, I think that's good where it is. Yeah. Yeah, we'll leave it as is. Oh, I also need to pin a comment. Give me a second for that. So we picked up the other energy refill, and the only other thing in here is a revive, but we'll do that later. I think it's only one revive, so yeah. Alright, so let me pin the comment first. Oh Lord, I can't spell. Sunday. 2 p.m. NZDT. Okay. Very good. Alright, now the other thing. Let's have a look at the results for the second round of the arena. Okay. Blow that up a little. So second round, Cosmic Ghost Rider went for 69 million. So that's up 9 million from the first round. I think I predicted 72, so I was closer there. And the 4-star was 13.5 million. I think I predicted 12, so he went for more than I was expecting. And the 4-star basic for Aegon went for 1.5, and I think I was what was I predicting for that one? For Aegon I was predicting 2 million, so I was about 500,000 off on that. Okay. So, there we have it. Alright. Now, off to the races. So, let's get done with the plot pool arenas. And And then from there we will get into the usual arena announcements. How are we doing on the 4-star feature? Ooh. No, the 4-star feature, I have a fair bit to get done. Okay. So we finish off the plat pools. So I'm gonna sit back, relax, and knock this nonsense out. Let me get in a good spot. There we go. All right. Oh, where's Miss Invisible Woman? Just missed him there, right? Managed to just barely get away. Oh, right. The shock fell off quick, didn't it? Yes, it did. Well, that it did. Ginger! I managed to pick up the 4-star CGR with just over 9 million. Oh, interesting. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Because I was just looking at the results for it, and it was saying it was 13 million. So you're talking about in the second round, though, right? However, congratulations. Not bad at all. 9 million. Yeah, okay. Let me just see though, because I think so. First round. Okay, yeah. So first round is 9.2. Although I think the result pages are not 100% exact, which makes sense. Because I mean, they can only report on what people sent into them, right? So. Although really, all they would need is for whoever got spot 300 to let them know what they got. So you figure you'll be able to put him to use second round? Second round, yeah. I placed 526 with. Okay. Makes sense. Well, congratulations. So you figure you'll get to be able to rank him up quick and put him to use? Yeah, if anything, he looks like he's fun to play, though. I mean, and I know he's supposed to bring a lot to the table, but even outside of that, he just looks like he's fun to use. Huh. That's odd. So it doesn't look like he's got max limber, but the first parry and heavy didn't work. And without max limber, it should be successful. I think the only place I might use him is variant 4. Variant 4. Oh. If I can get used to his playstyle, I might find other uses for him. Yeah, I guess that's the thing, right? It depends where you are in the game for the most part. So, because yeah, if you've surpassed, you know, Act 4, Act 5, well, obviously you can't use him in Act 6. So, although we might like if we have more of those challenges where we need like 4 stars and stuff like that, you might find a use for him for that kind of stuff too. I don't think I'll take the 4-star up to R5. I'll take him. Oh wait. Oh, okay. I'll take him to. Well, everybody, 4 stars and 5 stars, go to rank 3 for sure. There are 4 stars that I will take to rank 4. More if I'm have an abundance of the resources for them, for that class. So yeah, I would definitely do that with him. Potentially, I could see taking him to rank 5, but it would have to be if I had a bunch of cosmic resources that were coming up on expiration. Other than that, I don't think I would. And actually, because there aren't many 6 stars of the cosmics. Well, no, because I think I want to take Call Obsidian to rank 2. I'm not in any rush to do it, but I just think that if I take him to rank 2, I'll be more likely to play him. Yeah, so I think take him to rank 2, play him a bit. I can't see considering him for rank 3 ever. Because I would think by the time I could take him to rank 3, I should have better cosmic options. But if I do get to using him... No, I can't, yeah. I'm just thinking too, because if I'm always running suicides, he's not going to work well with suicides, so... But I would still take him to rank 2. If I got Captain Marvel or Cosmic Ghost Rider, I think those might be the only 2 others that I would consider for rank 3, actually. I'm not too adverse to taking pretty much anybody to R2. It's just going to be a matter of the resources. But I don't look at R2 as a like a rank that requires a lot of consideration, right? Rank 3, yeah. Just because of the T5CC requirement and the resources. There are more resources for that, but he might get taken up quickly as my T4CC are now in overflow after opening a bunch of crystals trying to get Tech T4CC. That's why I ended up with so many Science and Mystic T4CC, was trying to Mutant and Tech, I think, were the ones I was trying to get. And when I was going for Mutant and Tech, of course, I got everything but Mutant and Tech. And I got a ton of Science and a ton of Mystic. And that's why I have so many Science champions at R2. It was just a matter of having the resources. The Science champs, actually for the most part, I think the only one at R2 that I've actually used, I only used once really, was Captain America Infinity War. Outside of that... So Electro I took to R2 because I intended him for defense, but then after I took him to R2, the defensive tactics changed, so that was irrelevant. Oh, no, Gladiator Hulk I've used a fair bit at R2, but usually with Gladiator Hulk I have him paired with Captain America. Then I took Wasp to R2, she's not maxed yet. And then Invisible Woman, I took her to R2 because I figure at the beginning of the fight, before the bleed drops off, when she goes invisible, she's going to be able to absorb a lot of that damage. So as the bleed timer is ticking down, she's not going to really take much damage from it. And then, so yeah, so she's kind of, in a sense, suicide friendly. I don't really use her much. I should. I should just get better with her. The next, because I am going to have to do another R2 science. I'm not sure if I would go with Thing or Red Hulk. It'll be one of those two probably. The only other one I think at the moment I would consider would probably be Torch, but the main reason I would want to use Torch is no longer relevant. Although I could see him using him in other areas for sure. But the primary use I would have had for him has already been finished, so the push to having him at any kind of significant rank is not really there. Oh, I got quite a few people streaming today. Holy smokes. There's a couple earlier, and then there's 1, 2, 3, 4 currently, myself 5, and that's only the people that I'm following. So I mean, I'm sure there's people who I don't know about who are live as well. So not bad, not bad. Lots of options for things to watch. I have 5 6 stars, and the only ones I'm considering taking to R2 are Gamora and Invisible Woman. Gamora. Her L2 is decent. I think I would do Invisible Woman. I don't know much about either of them. Yeah, I think I would do Invisible Woman. Because even like for Gamora, like her synergies aren't spectacular, right? Like for the most part, they're with other Guardians of the Galaxy, and there aren't. I mean, Groot is going to has to get a buff at some point. Star-Lord. I mean, his day is gone, pretty much. Yeah, I'd go Invisible Woman. Because she's going to have, like, the synergies she has with the other Fantastic Four are obviously good. You know, for the whole synergy team, she's required. She's good for damage. I think her skill cap, like to play, is kind of high. You're not really going to want to be parrying much. You're going to want to have the invulnerability on the opponent for the most part to get as much damage as you can. Yeah. Although, I mean, with 5 6 stars, that gives you a lot of room for growth, right? So, outside of, I mean, yeah, Invisible Woman I'd say is fine for R2 either way. But other than that, I don't know if I would really, like if the others that you have you don't think are worthwhile, I wouldn't really push ranking any other 6 stars until you have ones that you want to take, not just, you know, they're the best option. Because I mean, for me, the science ones, it's not that I wanted to take them to R2, it's because they were the best option, and I had the resources. If I didn't have the excess resources, there's no way Electro would have gone to R2. Gulk maybe still would have. How goes it, Drac? I'm doing all right. How are you? How was your day coming along? Let's see here. So I got about 220,000 to go to max out the Platpool Arena, and then we get serious about the other brackets. I think I already ran I already picked up the keys, so I don't need to do that. Oh, I think that's the first one, for the stream anyways. Huh. Which, not too bad, half an hour in. Maybe that's not a good way to look at it. I mean, I think I've accepted that the crashing is just part of the way things are currently, so be it. Play the entire day with the little one. I barely touched the game. That's good. That is good. Let's check some here. Finish this one and see what I'm missing. Gamora really needs awakening to be really good, I think. Invisible Woman I haven't really used a lot, but she seems okay and works well with my Human Torch, yeah. My other 6-star capped World War II. The champion, and Joe picks it. Okay, well, Joe picks it the champion. Yeah, no. So kind of laughing with the Captain America World War II. When 6 Stars first came out, he was like, between him and Angela, it was like, oh, wow, I really want one of those two. Now it's like, oh, no, I was just listening to something in the background. Trying to understand everything regarding next month's rewards are great, but seems complicated, and 100% it will be, again, super challenging. I haven't read any of the stuff in regards to next month. I kind of find to be 100% honest, I don't know if I'm just losing my mind or if it's the game. No, so when they came out with the pirate one, I read that and I really didn't understand it. And honestly, when I was reading it and not understanding, I was kind of thinking that maybe I was losing my mind a little bit, like not being able to comprehend. And then I realized it was just the way they wrote it, it was really confusing. So then I was like, okay, I'm saying that's okay. Then last month I didn't pay stuff for this month I didn't pay attention to until I went live. Same thing for next month. I'm not really going to pay attention until it goes live. I mean, it's funny though too, because not that long ago I was all about like, you know, oh, there's new news that dropped, let's see what they had to say and blah blah blah. But the last little while I'm kind of like, I'll find out when it's live in game. And then also the last 3 months in a row now, right, where at least the side quest is launched and there's problems. So no, just 2 months, right? The first one was the pirate thing, and then the one this month. Yeah, so just 2 months, yeah. So yeah. Thanks for the offer. No, I was just listening to something in the background, like on another tab, and so I wasn't talking for a second. I'm kind of interested to see. Ooh, I'm done with the plat pool. Cool. So I was going to go ahead and open the plat pool once I was done with the arena, the plat pool of crystals. But I figure I'll wait until Sunday and do it with the crystal opening that I'm going to be doing then, just to get it all together. And I have a video, so I don't think you were here, Jack, earlier when I was explaining about the issues this morning. Well, it wasn't really my issues; it was issues with power, with electricity. But so, and it wasn't everywhere; it was only certain parts of the unit, and one of the areas without power was where the router is. So I had no internet. So while I had no internet, I'm like, okay, well, I have a couple videos of openings that I'd done previously, so I may as well actually get them together to make upload a video for. So I got most of that done that I wanted. I just need to edit it a bit and upload it later on today. But in that video, there's the plat pool crystals from the Black ISO market. So that will be uploaded, and then I'll open the plat pool crystals on Sunday as well. So we've got lots of plat pool crystals to be opened. And let me see. I don't think I'm gonna go to try any more for the plat pool. I'm not gonna go for any of the miles, like the top end of that. It'd be interesting though to see what like the last one where you get to pick 2 parts. It'd be interesting to see what that goes for. Both that and the one prior, where you would be able to pick any one part that you want. Yeah, I think I already got the first key. So legendary is done for the side quest. I have a fair bit of epic to get done, but I'm short keys. So I need 6, and however many more are needed here. So I need, so that's 2 more that I need, 3, 4, okay. So I need 4 more keys in total, alright. Alright. I think I already got... And I don't think there'd be any point in running the legendary difficulty anymore, right? Because I already completed the end part. So the key... I mean, I guess I would be getting more of the shards for the Monster Hunter crystals, but... Ah. Oh, it doesn't show me the rewards. Yeah, I'll do that after. I want to get this arena knocked out. Knock it outed. Okay, we're done that, we're done that. That's done. 4-star feature, so we want to get to about, well, as high as we can. I'm doing only one I remember, had 0 interest for this event. Yeah, initially I wasn't going to bother, but it was mainly because I was actually kind of, like I was saying before, about kind of worrying about my cognitive ability. I was just not really understanding how it all came together. And then maybe part of that was because of how it wasn't working initially. Like how it was bugged, I guess. You know, where you're able to pick up multiple crystals or shards. So that kind of confused me a little bit, I think. I think it confused everybody. So initially, because of that, I was like, hey, you know what, I'm not going to bother. And then once I realized that, you know, you pick up the 6 keys and then you use those. So basically you only need to do the part that takes any time. You only do that once a week. So, and so for the most part, I end up streaming a fair bit of that. So yeah. But yeah, well, when that first dropped, I'm like, nobody got time for that. Oh. Hey, has Dormammu's head always had that big bunch of smoke coming from it? What? So I know like his head's always been flaming, but you see how it's like the dark smoke coming up from it? Has that always been there? And if it has been there all this time, holy shit! That's the first time I ever noticed that. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, so yeah, I ended up getting like all of Uncollected and all of Master done in a short period of time. But it was mainly just because I had so many energy refills that were close to expiring, and I really don't like selling or letting those kind of things expire. So I just figured I'd knock out as much of this. Actually, the beginning of next month, so Wednesday, I'm probably going to try to get a first run of Cavalier, a first run of Cavalier and a first run of Uncollected done. For 2 reasons. One is to use up the energy refills. So I have a lot that are like the same amount of time until they expire. So one reason is to get those used up, and the other is, and I mean I could find an image easy enough somewhere. I just, anytime I'm making a video or something, I just want it to be stuff that I've filmed. Like I'll link to other things, but I want anything in the video, I want it to be specifically what I have recorded. So I want to record the offer at the end of Cavalier and the offer at the end of Uncollected. And I'm going to just do a video. It's probably good. It shouldn't take more than like 12 minutes. No, not 12. Probably no more than 7 minutes. Just saying like, okay, so this is what we get from Uncollected, this is what we get from Cavalier. I think that there's the same price, the initial price. However, I think, and I haven't looked, that's partly why I want to do this, I think what you actually get from them is relatively different. So if you're going to spend that amount of units, I think you're far better off going for the Cavalier one. So that's what I want to do. I just want to do a quick breakdown of and then do an evaluation of them, of each of them. Because the Cavalier one I have, which I've shown in the streamed previously, but I valued that between 8,000 and 8,600 units. However, when it's first available, it's up for $29.75, I think, for the first hour, and then after that it's 3,500. So even at the 3,500 units, it's still, like, you're getting a lot, considering what the actual unit value is. Depending on the offer, if it's the same or not, I might get it, but I will wait at the end of the month to do it. Get 100% first two, and then wait. Yeah. So that's so for the most part, whenever I'm making a video, I don't really want it to be specific to any time frame. I want them to be kind of relevant, unless like content or conditions change, right? So I would suggest the same thing, like waiting until the end of the month, because, you know, use whatever units you've saved for Cyber Monday. But if you've got units left over and you're looking at doing any content in December, then yeah, using your units. Now, the one thing though, so this is kind of tricky, right? For the one coming up in December, I don't know, sorry, for the one coming up in November and December, I don't know. Yeah, so I'll have to look at that actually, because I'm just thinking, just please get rid of the buffed up, whether you're better off not using the units to buy that end offer, even though the value is really high, but not using the units and saving the units for the gifting event, and then whatever you could get in those offers, do gifting for them, right? So you would lose the discount in a sense from the offers, but you're going to get a benefit from during the gifting event. So, I mean, I guess I could just mention that in the video. Like, it's up to anybody however they want to do it. And it's also timing, right, as well. Because, like, if you wanted to get a BIS done beginning of December, well, then the gifting event doesn't do you any good. So, no, they're going to have the gifting event. I don't think it's going to necessarily look the same as it has previously, but there's absolutely no way they won't have a time frame of whatever the time frame is that won't be called gifting. Well, and to be honest, I don't know. I don't think they would actually reduce the rewards. I think the rewards are still going to be pretty high end. It might just be the way it works or something. Like, maybe what they will do is that in order to participate, well, yeah, I guess there's no reason they couldn't do this, right? You could still join an alliance, but in order to participate in the gifting event, you have to have been there for a month or something. Yeah, I know at the end of after the gifting event last year, there was people saying they weren't going to have it anymore, or they weren't going to have it this year. I don't know if that was actually stated by Kabam, or if that was just people, you know, shooting the shit with somebody who may work at Kabam. But I don't think they ever officially said that. And even if they did, it's something that they said then. They're definitely not going to follow through with it, because I mean, they've said things in the past that they didn't follow through with too. So this wouldn't be the first time for something like that. Just please get rid of the buffed up and the other nodes for at least 1 month, or swap them somehow. I got so bored of them. Hopefully they come up with something new, as they said. Yeah, but the thing is, okay, so they could get rid of, like, let's say buffed up and diss track, right? Because those are kind of specific champions that you can use, and so on and so forth. Okay, they get rid of those. Whatever they introduce, either what they introduce or the nodes that are left existing, somebody else is going to complain about those. All right, so
everything changes.
I mean, not necessarily everything changes. The buffed up one I didn't actually mind too much. I was more annoyed with the diss track. Diss track just because for most of the champions I have that can inflict the debuffs, they're not suicide friendly. Like Void is the... Well, Void, Hyperion. Now Hyperion's not bad suicide with suicides, but for diss track you need to be using his L1 a lot, so... And then that's a ton of recoil damage. But that being said, it's because of that I learned how to use Sunspot. So without that, I probably would have never turned to Sunspot as an option. So I guess good and bad, right? But yeah, next week I'm only going to stream Tuesday and Friday. Yeah, Tuesday and Friday. Wednesday, I'm going to try to get, like I said, all, not all, just completion of Cavalier and completion of Uncollected done, as well as the arenas that need to be done. And then I'm also going to try to get that video, although that video shouldn't take long, because it's like I said, it's not going to be more than like 7 minutes. But get that video out talking about the deals at completion of Cavalier and Uncollected. Oh, you know what? I just realized what I could do. Yeah, I think what I'll do is make the video as though it was just a regular time frame, right? Like no considerations for Cyber Weekend or the gifting, and just make the video and say, hey, here's the value, you know, so on and so forth. And then either in the description or in the, like pin a comment and simply say, you know, the video states what it does, however, take into consideration, you know, we've got the Cyber Weekend coming up and gifting, so if anything, maybe hold off on those offers for the November and December completions. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. Because then the video can still be kind of standalone, where it has, within the video itself, it doesn't reference anything out of specifically the rewards you get, or the offers you get. And I would expect that the offers are still going to be the same. So, like they might change the difficulty or the nodes in the event itself, but I think the offers at the end will probably still be the same, like with the same items and stuff. My problem is I have all these ideas for videos or whatever else. I just never follow through with it, mainly because I'm lazy. But that's why I'm going to reduce the amount of streaming next week. Is that okay? So for the most part, up till now, I know I've always got a 2-hour window where I'm streaming. So, okay, so if I want to say I'm lazy and I don't do stuff, fine. But I know I've got a 2-hour frame where I'm always doing something. So I'm just going to shift what I do at least in that 2-hour frame. Now obviously to get the videos done and whatnot, I'm going to need to do it more than 2 hours. That's fine. Once I get started with it, is usually that's the issue, is just starting something. Once I start, I'm good to get it done. So stop being lazy. Yeah, I know. Yeah. You know, it's funny. So when I was working, I used like the workday as kind of my how I scheduled everything else, right? Like getting up, doing a work, like getting on the treadmill or going outside for a walk, whatever. It was 2 hours, 2.5 hours prior to work, okay. going to the gym. Well, that was at the end of the workday, you know, so on and so forth. So without that structure of work, I don't have that, but there's really no reason I can't, in a sense, look at, I mean, it's not the case and not what my intention is, but basically look at YouTube as maybe not necessarily a job, but as something to base my schedule on, right? So I'll say, okay, so I'm already kind of doing that, right, with the streaming. So, you know, there's a 2-hour block, boom. Okay, so what I need to do is say, okay, I've got my 2-hour block of streaming, then I've got whatever period of time after, you know, get something to eat, watch some TV or whatever, then I've got, you know, some time for video stuff or so on and so forth. The only thing with that is, yeah, I keep saying, you know, I've got ideas and stuff, but that's only for so long, right? Like I've got the Abyss stuff all laid out in a sense, laid out in my mind, and I got part of it started, but I just need to work through that and get it all done. I really, really dislike starting something and not finishing it, so. And there were some videos that I had done for StarCraft, and I still have yet to upload those. And to upload those, all I need to do is simply put a start screen to it, an end screen, and for the I usually like to add music to stuff, and that, like the voiceover and everything else is done. So, but I think what I'm gonna end up doing with the MCOC videos, if I'm productive next week, to the extent that I'm hoping, I'll get all the videos done and then schedule them all to upload like every 3 days or something. Oh, that's the second time, just to make it look like I'm actually doing stuff. Even though like all of the stuff would have been done like in a 1-2 day time frame, but then when I'm uploading, it's gonna, or hopefully gonna make it look like, oh, he's been hard at it. Okay. Open the window and get some air in here. It's getting stuffy. So I think because of the extra arena stuff like this, and then that 2-star, I don't know. No, the rerun on Sasquatch was quite a while before, but because of all this extra arena stuff, my battle chip prediction for Cyber Monday is going to be off by a fair bit. I'm going to end up being over, which is fine. Same thing with the unit prediction. I think the unit prediction will be about 1,000 over what I was expecting. Again, not a bad thing. I think there was somebody else who was planning to do something similar, like they had predicted how many units they should have by Cyber Weekend, and I think I had written down what they were saying just so we could compare when the time came to see how close we were to what we figured it would be. I have to still get the units, but some Cavalier Crystals got the best out of me. So I think this goal that I had, I think it saved me from spending a lot on Cavalier Crystals, because I would have bought a few of the Apocalypse ones and a few of the Cosmic Ghost Riders, and I know just the way I am, I would have opened a couple, I would have probably gotten close, and then I would have gotten 3 stars, and because of that I would have opened more. So it's a really good thing that I had this saving goal, because that's really the only reason I ended up not opening any of those calves. Without that, yeah, it would not have been pretty. Not pretty at all. tool. So, did you already look at what they've got posted for the side event stuff next month? Let me just actually take a quick look and see if they've at least posted like what the rewards will be from it. Hey, I don't see. I'm still checking it out right now. I'll also check some videos as apparently everyone may. Yeah, of course. Gamma-Rama good times. Okay. Okay, well there's a lot there, so I'm not going to read it all, but I'll bring it up on stream. And you keep reading what you're reading. But I'll just bring it up on stream just so we're able to see the same thing. Why is it saying that? Browser window. Don't know why it's doing that. Ah, there we go. Okay, good. The rewards are posted, and here we go. Blow that up a little bit. Okay. Yeah, so I'm sure there's tons. Shadow base raids? You approach the raid path. I was just about to say, okay, so I'm not going to read it because whatever. And then I got to this part where it's shadow base raids. So I'm like, ooh, this is interesting. Oh, wait, is this... shadow base raids. You approach the raid path. You hand over a gauntlet with a small piece for entry to potential glory. You are told that you have 30 minutes to complete the path. Should you fail to complete the path, you should return when you have more gauntlets to trade for entry. When you earn, what you earn is what you will keep despite any failed attempts to complete the path. If you've been enlisted, you hear. Okay. Interesting. So it's a timed thing. How many gamma gauntlets do we receive per day? 1. Okay. Can I accumulate that instead of using 1 each day? Yes. Okay. If you choose not to participate in the raid of the day, you may save up your gauntlets and participate in the raid theme of your choice. Remember, it will cost 1 gauntlet per 30-minute raid. Oh, okay. So I'll do kind of what I did this month, like throughout the week, gather the resources to do the entry, and then Saturday, Sunday do the entries. Okay. How many raid themes are there? 7. Will there be more? Blah, 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 blah. Oh, I see. Okay. So you're going to get the resources, and there's also going to be like a side store. All right. You arrive at Fix It's Fine Goods. It's expanded over a couple more lots than you remember. Okay. Pays to be bad. You think to yourself as you push open the doors into Fix It's Fine Goods, you hear the clicking of your soiled boots as you make your way along the crisp marble tiles towards the trading center. All right. So, Proven Conqueror, Collected, and Cavalier. What? 506-star hero shirt? What the hell? Oh, wait a second. Item per set, total reward. Oh, okay, I see. Okay, so you can get a maximum of 2,000 6-star shards. Alright, you can get a maximum. Okay, I have a featured hero. T5B. Okay. So 25,000 5-star hero shards. 3,006. I don't know. That doesn't look all that spectacular to me, reward-wise. T4 CC selector. Okay. Gamma galore spend event. The more you spend gamma radiation, the more you earn rewards. And the rewards go like this. Okay, so what did I say for the 6-star shards? So 2,000 3,000. Okay, so you can get half of a 6-star crystal. That's not too bad. 5-star awakening gem. Oh. Okay, another 250. Legs profile. Okay. And then, okay, and then this is the regular event, right? Ah, I see. So how does this go? The more you spend. So you pick up the point. I see. Interesting. Wait, is this the side event or no? Or sorry, is this the regular event quest? Special note to Cavaliers, an additional set of solo objectives will be available to you and only you. Yay! Okay, these are the additional solo objectives. Arenas, okay. Are the maximum amounts for each category. New mechanic. Let's get to the root of it. Exciting news, summoners. A new gameplay mechanic is being introduced in this meta event. A new effect type, root. What does it do? When rooted, a champion's movement is locked. Ooh. You can still perform any action, but you won't move from your location when doing so. So, for example, you can still dodge special attacks with dexterity parry and use your own special attacks unless a global buff says otherwise. You just won't do any lateral movement associated with those actions. We hope to explore this new effect on further global... Okay, right, that's going to be bugged. Absolutely, that is going to cause problems. Anything new that they introduce, there's problems. Yeah, which is fine. I mean, we need new things, but we need to expect that there's going to be problems. We hope to explore this new effect on further global buffs or even characters buffs for players to use, so make sure to try them out and let us know what you think. Wait, is this something selectable? It's funny, so I said I wasn't going to read anything, and here I am. Where do I see it? Each day on every difficulty there'll be a global buff that uses root in a slightly different way to give you a feel for it. The each day on every difficulty. Okay, so this is a side event. The difficulty has been tuned around these buffs, so there shouldn't be too much complexity or going on around them, unless you want to take a swing at legendary, where an extra wrinkle has been added to keep you on your feet. Okay, interesting. Interesting. Well, I mean, I gotta say, I do like that they're trying new things and stuff and keeping, keeping it fresh. But we do need to realize that with them introducing new things, there's going to be problems. So. Okay. Back to the arenas we go. Considering I was intending to look at that for like 30 seconds. We were in there for a while. But yeah, it seems like it something different, a new take on the way to approach things, so take those off for a bit. Let the ears cool off. Okay. That's interesting. Let's go with this. Yeah, for me, more than anything, what I'm looking forward to next month is just the deals. Yeah, I really want to see what the reaction is going to be if the Thronebreaker deals are substantially better. Yeah, if the Thronebreaker deals are substantially better than the Cavaliers, I'm interested to see what the reaction will be for people. Well, I mean, I think they're going to have to, because again, like I've said many times before, I think the intent of Thronebreaker is to take advantage of the Cyber Weekend, so expecting that people will push themselves over, oh come on man, over during that time frame to get, to take advantage of the, what a jackass. You see that? So when he was close to his special, I kept reducing his rock stacks. When, that was stupid. When he's not, the L3 is not going to get the job done, but it should back him off this. But when he's not close to a special, his rock stacks just continue to grow. I mean, I guess I just wasn't getting any bleeds on him, and that's why it wasn't falling off, but still. Uh-oh, uh-oh, no! Okay, good. That got close. Very close. So the gifting event normally starts on the 19th of December. I'm not sure when they announce it. I don't think it's too far in advance of that. So it'll be interesting this year, because like I said, I have a feeling that they're going to do something where you can join an alliance, fine, but you have to have been in there for a period of time to do gifting. So I'm not sure. I don't think they're going to give notice of that. Because if they give notice of that, then it kind of makes it irrelevant to have that, right? Because if anyone's going to cheat, they'll just join prior to that cutoff or that time frame. But without giving notice, you're going to get people that are pissed off, right? And you're like, well, I was planning to, I just joined this alliance, but yeah. Dang it. Dab nabbit. I'm going to be done in about 20 minutes. I'm going to get something to eat, finish off that video I was doing earlier, get that uploaded, and knock out some more of these arenas. Oh, let me take a look at how many of those plat pool crystals I have in total. Damn it, I keep forgetting to check on those. Oof. It's getting a little bit loud with the wind. Alright. So. Let's see. 13. Okay. So we'll pop those on Sunday. Get these on the go. Okay, should be able to get to 1.5 million before we part ways for the day. Let's take her there. That's good, that's good. It is all good. So I take the headphones off just to get a break from the sound and the heat from the phones, and then once they're off for like not very long, it's like, oh, I need music. So here we go. Dude, that's gotta be like the scariest L2 in the game. Because you know if you get hit, you're pretty much dead. Not having a problem, but on future try to find something else to listen, you will be doing. Yeah, so for the most part, this, yeah, this, playlist I usually bring up because it lasts, like, it's 6 hours, so it's a good variety of music. However, if it's the only playlist you're using, eventually it's not that much of a variety. There aren't actually that many long playlists of NCS music. Like, there's lots of individual songs, which I guess you could download or make a playlist of and stream that. But like as a ready-made playlist, there's lots that are like an hour, hour and a half. But for any like long time frame, there aren't many at all.
We're back from the dead.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
There we go. Okay.
We're back from the dead.
Go with that.
We're back from the dead.
Well, playlist will work the same. Those 2-3 seconds delay between them, barely any issue. It just gets repetitive. Remember, from 2018, this playlist is yeah. Well, like I said, there's not many long playlists with NCS music, so that's why a lot of people are using it. I think that's why, like, what's the name? LC Music Tracks. Like, there's a few people for MCOC who use him for background music because it's something different than what everybody's heard before. However, obviously, once people have been using him for a while, same thing, right? Becomes repetitive. So for my videos, for the most part, I usually try to mix the music up in those a little bit, which is a little bit easier, right? Because the videos are like, not many of them are more than 10 minutes. So 2 soundtracks covers it for the most part, so. And yeah, so something like this, it's not like you can turn down the music and still be able to listen to the person talking, right? And then if I turn down the music, there's no sound. Oh hell no, from KT, the only reason I may be watching some of the videos now are because there's nobody streaming or I am interested in something. From KT1, from lives, no more. That music was non-stop the same. Oh wait, what music are you talking about? Well, and actually, to be honest, if you're not monetized, it really doesn't matter. Because I mean, if you are using copyrighted music and you're not monetized, yeah, there's really no difference, right? I guess the thing would be that, like, later on, if you become monetized and then those videos that had copyrighted music, you wouldn't be able to make anything off of. But I think for the most part, the time in between where you would be posting the stuff with copyrighted to where you become monetized is pretty big, where the monetized stuff, the copyrighted stuff would be kind of irrelevant. Like, you wouldn't have people watching them at that point anyways, so. Actually, I do have a playlist that I've been compiling on, what is it, SoundCloud? I think I'm about, it's not very long yet. He runs the LC SoundCloud. Okay. Not worth risking anything, at a point not, but when you will power the music, will probably even stop. That's what I enjoy on some stream. I'm not too sure what you're saying there. But yeah, I think because initially, when I was doing the music, what I was doing was it was just a URL, but then like the URL like would have the advertisements, right? And so during the stream, the advertisements would cut in every now and then, right? So I'd have to skip the advertisements, kind of. Mr. DJ, how goes it? And then, yeah, so then also this 6-hour playlist I had as a URL, and then I realized I could actually just download the whole 6 hours and play it directly from my computer. And so since then, for the most part, I'm only looking to download whatever the song is, or the songs, or the playlist, and then play them directly from the computer. So not actually streaming it from a URL. I'm doing alright, DJ. Can't complain. And if I do complain, nobody cares, so what's the point? Not worth risking playing any music just because you are allowed. The point in the future when the channel will be really successful, it can run without even music. Yeah. Well, yeah, and that's the thing too, is that if you have copyrighted music, you get a notice, and the way one of the things in YouTube is you can actually like silence the music that's in question, and so by doing so, then you end up with the copyright notice removed. So yeah, so you could have whatever music you want in, get the notice, leave it, and then if you become monetized or whatever, then remove it. So you could generate revenue from those things. But the one thing, I mean, I don't know, but I would assume that if you're not supposed to have the copyrighted music, I would think that at some point, I don't know if they would take your channel down or what, but at some point there should be some kind of consequences, right? Like if, yeah, okay, you get a warning, but you still leave it up. Okay, so you don't get monetized. But I don't think that's the point. I think the point of it is so that you don't have the copyrighted music in your content at all. But who knows? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. You think I'm streaming? Glad to hear it. I can't. Aw, well, I think that's special. Well, I don't think this is going to do enough, but... Wait, if she's invisible, she really shouldn't be taking any damage there, right? It seems a bit... Oh, you son of a gun. Just a streamer game is more than enough. Yeah, for some people, and some people would prefer music. And then in my case, like I don't have game sounds because of the way it's connected to the computer, so. Although, to be honest, even if I had game sounds, I think I'd probably still play music. I think the two ways that I could bring game sound into it would either be with an Elgato, or if I went to wirelessly connect the phone to the computer. Those would probably be the only two ways that I could have the game sound come through. No time for that, DJ. I got a 12-hour job and a lovely 2-year-old daughter. Oh yes, Serena as well. When I get to watch a movie, I feel special. I prefer editing over making content. So DJ, for the movies, or not the movies, the videos that I've uploaded, I actually quite enjoy the editing of them. And there's been, so far it's only been variant 5, but I've streamed all of it with the intent of, once it's all done, of downloading it and then editing it into three different videos, one for each chapter. And so the reason for that is simply because, I mean, the content's already there, but I want to take out like any of the in between. I'm going to take out the voiceover and that, but the idea is just to do some editing. All right, so this is going to be the last match, and that will be it for today. It's funny though, with the video editing, when I started, like, so there would be things I wanted to do, like, you know, inject certain sounds in certain spots and stuff, and just figuring out how to do all of that, I found it quite exciting, actually. I mean, for somebody that's been doing it for a while, it's like, what? You know, that's no big deal, right? But, yeah, sure. I mean, there's only 5 of us, but yeah, we could go and. Who else going? I think Enzo is going. Brian Perkins, KT1. I don't know if there's anyone else. Then I'll be off, buddy. Gonna search a movie, something horror, so sleep better. All right, Jack. Have a good one. Enzo finished? Alright. I could go for another half hour to bring it up to 2 hours, but I do want to get some other stuff on the go. And then I've got the comment pinned in regards to the crystal opening. Although, with the crystal opening, that's going to be interesting because the time zone changes. But I think what I'll end up doing with that, I'll just have like the, what's it called, like to show that it's scheduled. Normally I only put that up about half an hour before I intend to actually start speaking. So for this one I think I'll do it about an hour. Always go for a smaller stream. Yeah, that's what I usually try to keep in mind. Perkins? Alright. Alright, Jack, have a good one. Thanks for coming by and saying hi. Yeah, no, DJ, that's usually my mentality too. There's been so for the most part, if there's nobody smaller on, then I'll go for somebody, for whoever. But yeah, for the most part, if there's like somebody with about my subscriber count or whatever, and then somebody bigger, I would go with the smaller subscriber count, usually. Shono is live. I don't rate him. Shono. Oh, is that the guy that People's Champ rated the other day? Yeah, man. I'd never heard of the guy, and then I saw Bone Man and People's Champion talking about it. I think it was Bone Man. But anyways, so I went and watched where they rated. Yeah, the guy didn't seem too appreciative of it. So. But yeah, that will be that for me for today. Let's see here. All right. Oh, he's almost done. Well. Oh, okay. Well, Brian is done. So I think, yeah, and nobody else that I have listed is live currently. So that will be that. All right, so yeah, Drac, thanks for coming by, chatting it up. DJ, it was good to see you, and you weren't here very long. I didn't get to chat too much, but it was good to see you regardless. So yeah, for everyone else that was here, thanks for coming by, hanging out, keeping me company, and I will catch you guys later. Have a good one. Take care.